Hall of Famer Kurt Warner and Scott Crabb.
For the final week of the regular season, it is win and you're in, lose and go home, at least in one case, right down to the wire in the National Football League. Hi everyone, I'm Hall of Famer Kurt Warner, Scott Crabb, getting you set for Week 17 in the NFL. And Kurt, happy holidays, happy upcoming New Year, but most importantly, happy Week 17.
Amen to that. Had a great Christmas, didn't travel this week, and I am so ready for this weekend to see how this all shakes out.
Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans are playing that game I was describing, which is win and you're in, lose and go home. It's an early playoff game. It's Sunday Night Football here on Westwood One. Both teams at 9-6. Tennessee playing some pretty hot football right now. The Colts did what they had to do to come from behind and beat the Giants and force this situation. Two teams that know each other very well. This is going to be pretty dramatic.
This is going to be awesome. You think about where Indy started the season and the fact to win and get into the playoffs, they've really turned things around, and obviously it starts with Andrew Luck. He has been playing great football, but we haven't talked much about their defense. Their defense has played lights out lately, especially against the run. Can't wait to see this matchup. Derrick Henry, we know, has been great the last few weeks for Tennessee, so great matchup there as well. Really, with Tennessee, the question is going to be, what are we going to get at the quarterback position? You know, they've been up and down and in and out all year long. They're going to need a good performance at the quarterback position, I believe, to knock off Indianapolis.
Jacksonville Jaguars and Houston Texans get together now. Jacksonville came up with a win last week, knocked Miami out of the playoffs, 5-10 as they play out the string. The Texans are doing a lot more than just playing out the string. They saw one get away in Philadelphia last week, and that cost them the opportunity, at least for right now, for that number 2 seed and the bye week in the playoffs. They're still playing for the possibility of getting back there.
Well, no question. I mean, this has been one of the hottest teams all year, but when you watch them, they haven't blown a lot of teams out. They've been in a lot of close games, and Deshaun Watson's been great late in games. I think he's got 5 fourth-quarter comeback wins this year. Almost had one last week against Philly, but Nick Foles turned it around and got that field goal to get the win. Jacksonville going back to Blake Bortles. What does this mean for that team? We've seen some good defensive performances as of late, but they've struggled to score points. I have to believe that Houston at home is going to take care of business.
A bounce here, a bounce there, and the Cleveland Browns actually could be playing for a playoff spot. They're already eliminated, but they can play spoiler this week as they head to the road and the Baltimore Ravens. Now, the Ravens coming off, honestly, one of the most impressive performances I've seen from them this year in their win last week against the Chargers in L.A. They wrap up the division with a victory.
I'll tell you what, I love this matchup. Cleveland, as you said, can play spoiler, but this could be the first time that they have a winning record in 11 years. And so they're playing for respectability as much as anything to let people know, hey, we're for real and we're going to be for real for years to come. And I agree with you on Baltimore. I got a chance to call that game. Chargers, everybody talking about them. Hey, this is the best team maybe in football, the best team in the AFC. And Baltimore just beat them up on both sides of the football. The score was much closer than the actual game was. The Chargers couldn't get anything going. But I love where Baltimore is right now. I love their formula of play good defense, run the football, and then we saw last week Lamar Jackson made a couple huge throws that were difference-making throws. I mean, if he can start adding that to the mix, this is going to be a team, if they get in, that nobody wants to face. But I love this game. Cleveland, if you remember, knocked them off the first time they met. Now, different team. Joe Flacco threw it 50 times. They're not going to do that this week, but this should be a great game with a lot of implications, playoff-wise and big picture-wise as well.
The amazing thing is the Pittsburgh Steelers have to root for their rival, the Cleveland Browns, and they also have to figure out a way to win at home. A team that was a Super Bowl contender to begin the year now not only needs a desperate win at home against the Bengals this week, they need help.
Man, it's hard to believe that Pittsburgh is here. Now, after the first 3 games of the season, maybe we go, oh man, this is going to be a tough year. Then they go on that roll and they had everything in front of them. Then they knock off the Patriots. I mean, you're thinking, okay, they're going to find their way into the playoffs when they beat the Patriots. And, just disappointing. A lot of things have gone up and down from the get-go without Le'Veon Bell. And just a disappointing season that they're sitting at this point and have to root for someone else to win to get in. And I just don't think it's going to happen, Scott. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying that. The Pittsburgh, with all that talent, offensively, even defensively, that they're not going to make the playoffs. I think they take care of business this week, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Up next, Kurt and I break down the NFC playoff picture as the Eagles and Vikings fight for that final